Welcome back, or welcome to Yoga with Ciara. This is day 5 of Nourish, and it's Sunday Yum. I always think there's something about the Sunday Yum that is inherently nourishing. And so I'm going to take that idea and begin to spread it into the rest of the month. How do we take the Sunday Yum, or that deep sense of connecting in slowness, and moving it onto our mat? So Sunday Yum, we're going to stay on the ground the whole time. We may come up to sit. I have this idea of sitting, but we'll see how it goes. So come lie on your back and we shall begin. Come. So landing in, arriving onto your mat, just feeling all that there is. The sense of what am I present to as I lie here? What's calling my attention to it? I was talking to one of you the other day. You had hurt your foot up in Dublin. You'd sprained your ankle a little bit. And I was asking how your foot was. And you said, she is doing really well. And it was this moment of, like, it just blew my mind to call a part of your body she rather than it. And so I'm just going to try and introduce that idea. It really intrigues me. So bring your arms wide and come rest with your arms wide and your spine long, and then begin to rock your knees from side to side. And as you rock your knees from side to side, what are the draws and the pulls and the threads of you from the deep of your rib cage down to your feet? How does the whole of you move right now? Nice. Come back to center. Arms can stay wide. Begin to roll up and down along your spine. And as you travel up and down, how does this feel in your spine, in your bum, in your hips? So this morning, as I put my shoes on, I thought of you. I was just about to head out for my walk, and I noticed how I put my socks on and my shoes on. And it was very similar to how I did it in the class. But maybe you have a different way of putting your shoes on. Tell me. I'd love to know. It's so intriguing. So rolling up and down along your spine. Feel the push of your hips, and then the traveling back down to the floor. So slow the movement down so that you're feeling how to connect from your knees to your rib cage. What connects, or what pulls, or what is there a continuity through the front of your body? Is there a continuity through the whole of your body? So there is. It's just a sense of, can we hear that continuity? There is. If it's you, there is continuity. It is all connected, literally. It is all connected, full stop. Your elbow and your shoulder, they are connected. Your toe and your eyebrow are connected. It cannot not be connected. Next time that you lift your hips, pause and know that all of you, every hair follicle, everything is connected. If you imagine somebody pulling just one hair on your head and just keeping it pulled, the whole of you works really hard to get that one hair not pulling anymore. You're all connected. Squeeze your bum, push your hips a bit higher. Deepen your breath into your belly. And just have a sense of deep, smooth, steady breathing. Nice. Drop all the way down, land on the floor. Draw your right knee up towards you. Hold on to it with both hands, and then lengthen your left leg long so it floats just above the floor. Just squeeze your right knee deeply down. And just let that settle. How do you really squeeze, soften, connect? Nice. Drop your left heel to the floor. Bring both elbows to the floor. And now draw your right knee over towards the left and then come back to center. And I'm slowing the movement down, so I'm staying connected the whole time. Knee over towards the left. And I'm using the right arm. As my knee drops down, my right arm is lengthening and I'm reaching into my fingers and I'm using the stretch into my fingers as the counterweight for my knee. So just feel that. How would you lengthen into your fingertips so that you're connecting your fingertips to that right knee? There's a moment of, it's kind of like a deep yawny feeling at the end of that movement because I'm allowing the connectivity of the tissues, of the fascia, to really express themselves. Nice. One more time, and you're going to pause. So, right knee over towards the left. You can either bring your left hand under your knee as a little shelf, or you can bring your left fingers to the top of your knee and do a little pull. So, literally, though, it's just one finger pulling. You're not doing any big effort because gravity is going to do a lot of the work, anyways, you know. And so, how do you just very gently add a little bit of depth? But what's your right arm doing? And can you connect your right arm from the left rib cage to travel across the front of your chest, through the deep of the front of your shoulder, all the way down your arm to your fingertips? Can you really feel that sense of, as I reach into this arm, I can lengthen into that left leg more because I'm reaching into the right leg, right arm more. So the left arm, right knee are bent, and they're bending and they're staying bending. But the two limbs that are long, let them connect to each other. So push down into the left foot and reach deeper into the right arm. Deepen your breath, let it be smooth, steady, continuous. Nice. Come all the way back to center, both feet to the floor. Lift your bum up, drop your bum down, push your elbows down, push your head down, lift your shoulders up, drop your shoulders down. So we've just realigned our spine by doing that. So draw the left knee up towards you, interlock your fingers and squeeze the left knee down. And then stretch long into the right leg. And just feel, connect, deepen into the lengthening and the pulling. Nice. Drop your right heel to the floor. Brace both elbows into the floor. And now draw the left knee over towards the right. And as my knee travels, I lengthen that left arm and let my left fingers counterweight the weight of my knee. And then come back. And as I come back to center, my elbow bends. That's just what's happening in my body as I reach and then come back. And so I'm finding that connectivity here. Reach, knee drops, fingers reach. And it really does feel like that stretch that happens when I yawn. I feel like this like very satisfied sense of engagement and lengthening. And come back. And even my right leg is engaging into that stretch. Nice. Next time you go over towards the right, you can either support your knee with the hand underneath or you can pull gently. The thing that'll make the difference is the sensations in your body. Let your body decide. And so, oh, cramp. My elbow is not floating. So it's not the weight of my whole arm on my spine. It's just literally the pull of one finger. So don't lift your elbow off the floor. Keep your elbow on the floor so that it's just a really light sensation. Oh, cramp. Okay. Nice. So reach long into that right leg, left arm, and begin to lengthen. Left arm, right leg, stretching, reaching, connecting through the deep of you. Nice. Come all the way back to center. Pause. And lift your bum up. Lift your spine up. Just let that settle. And deepen into your belly. Nice. So bring your feet together and roll over towards the left and bring your left arm underneath your head. Bring your right hand to the floor in front of you. Okay? And then reach your right leg as long as you can and try and touch the floor as far away from you as you can. And then draw your right knee up towards your right shoulder. And then lengthen your leg long. And then right knee up to your right shoulder. So as you reach your right leg long, reach your right arm long as well overhead. Pause there. And so I'm trying to connect my toes to my fingertips. And my left side of my rib cage is lifted off the floor. And then just shorten everything and lift your arm and your foot a little bit towards the ceiling. And now I'm pushing the left rib cage into the floor. And then get long. Let the left rib cage lift off the floor. Lift your hand and your foot towards the ceiling a little bit. My ribs have pushed into the floor. Long. So just notice what size of a movement could you make. So close your eyes. So it's not about how high you go. It's push your ribs into the floor, lift your ribs off the floor. Or another way is shorten the right side of your waist, lengthen the right side of your waist. Just feel that. How do you shorten? How do you lengthen? So when we bend our knees and bend our elbows, we start focusing on what our legs and arms are doing, whereas the most primary part of this movement is just the rib cage lengthening one side and then the rib cage lengthening the other side. Nice. So then come to the floor with your foot, come to the floor with your arm, and just pause there. Just breathe. So your right side is lengthening right now. We're passive in the stretch. And then just see if you can slide your right foot a bit longer and slide your right hand a little bit further. Nice. Come all the way back. Land on the floor. Pause. Wow, I feel really different from one side of my body to the other. That's so funny. Okay, I'm going to turn around because otherwise I'll have my back to you. So bring your knees together with your knees bent and then roll over onto your right side and lie on your right arm. From here, lengthen the left leg long and try and reach as far away from you with your left foot as you can. And then bend your knee and bring your knee up to your shoulder. And notice how that thing I was talking about is happening. Your rib cage is dropping, is pushing into, lengthening away, lifting off the floor as you lengthen your leg. And as you bend your knee, your rib cage is pushing into the floor. So now we're going to do it without our legs and arms bending. So reach your left arm long, and then just lift them a little bit up towards the ceiling, and your head lifts as well. And so my spine is in a C curve, and my ribs have pushed into the floor. And dropping down, get super long, so your ribs lift off the floor and the left side lengthens. Shorten the left side. Lengthen the left side. Shorten the left side. Feel the squeeze of the side of your waist. Lengthen the left side. Shorten. Lengthen. Shorten. Lengthen. Pause, just lying there. Your hand is overhead, your foot is long, and then get longer. Just see if you can reach through the ribs, reach through that leg. Nice. Come all the way back. Pause on your back and just let that be for a moment. So if you don't have much space left and right, move towards the left of your mat and even like be a little bit off the left side of your mat. Oh, am I right? Yes, left side of your mat. Yes, sorry, because I've changed my head to the other side of the mat, I'm really confused as to the left and right. So go to the left side of your mat and bend your right knee up towards you. Okay, so we're going to roll over and come into zigzag, or we can come into pigeon from here. So draw your right knee up towards you and then roll over and come all the way up. So your hands are on the floor and you're leaning over that right leg. And then lean your belly down onto your thigh, bring your elbows down, and just pause there, really dropping your weight into that right hip, right knee, right side of your waist. Nice. Roll back. So when I want to roll back, I lengthen the underhand, which is my right hand, and then I roll back onto my back. Okay? So do that again. So lift your right knee up, roll over, and come to land onto that right thigh. And then roll back, come to land on the floor. I tend to, with both knees bent, I have a sense of really using the weight of my legs to roll up. So pause here and zigzag, or push your hands down and begin to lengthen your back leg into a pigeon. So if you have rolled off your mat and you have no space, then find a way to find space for you. I'm going to come back onto my mat. So pigeon is where your front knee is bent and your hands are on the floor and your back leg is long. And so just lift your back knee off the floor, let it drop, and make sure your front knee is feeling comfortable and come up onto your fingertips and then lift up and look up. And you can do this from zigzag, fingers to the floor, lift up and look up. So we're lengthening the front of our bodies. Listening to your knee, always lengthen. Feel the front of your body opening. Nice. Drop forward, bring your right elbow down, bring your left elbow down, and just hang out there again. So maybe you're in zigzag, resting down over that right thigh again. Maybe you're in pigeon, resting down over that right thigh with the left leg long. How do you smoothen your breath? Make it longer, smoother, continuous. Nice. Rolling back. Come to land on your back, whatever way you do. Land on your back and pause. And just feel that through your leg, through your hip, through your knee. Nice. And then walk yourself to the right side of your mat. A little bit off your mat even. Lift the left knee up, roll over, and come up into zigzag. So my two knees are bent. Have your hands on the floor and then drop your belly down over that left thigh and just pause there, dropping deeply down over the left thigh, left leg. Sorry. This cold still has me. Amazing. Nice. Roll back onto your back. And then we're going to do it again. Roll over towards your left side, come up into zigzag, or you can lengthen the back leg and come into pigeon. So if you're coming into pigeon, your back leg is straight, but lift your back knee up for a moment and then drop it down. And then come up onto your fingertips, lengthen through your spine. Bear is dreaming. You know that funny barky thing they do when they're dreaming sometimes. Breathing into your belly, creating length. So remember, you can be in zigzag for this, or you can be in pigeon. Nice. Bring the left elbow down, bring the right elbow down, resting forward. Hey. What's up with you? Nice. Come all the way back. Come land on the floor. Super. So your feet are as wide as your mat. Here. Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Feet are as wide as your mat, and then drop both knees down towards the right. We did this yesterday at the end of the class, but this time you can walk your left foot a little bit more towards the left. And then if you want to, you can reach your left arm overhead and find the extension of your spine, of your hip, all the way up into your fingertips on the left. And then just pause there. So I've walked my left foot a little bit more towards the left to increase the stretch of the left hip. But if you don't want to do that, then don't do that. See what's right for you. Sorry. Deepen into your belly. You can if you want. So to engage with this, squeeze your bum and push your hips a little bit forward so that you're having that connectivity that we were talking about. That continuity from your foot to your knee to the hip, hip to the rib cage to the chest. That the whole of the front of your body is expanding and lengthening. Hey, dude. Hey. Come. It's okay, Bear. It's okay. Nice. Walk your foot back to center and then come to the other side. Drop both knees down towards the left and walk your right foot towards the right side. So I'm heel toeing my foot back towards the right and I'm lengthening my right arm overhead. See, do you want to turn your head towards the left? Keep your head center. For me, always, when I turn my head in a twist, I don't really like it. I can feel how it does increase the twist. It's really good. It doesn't suit me though. So if you feel like, what's the difference between your head turned towards the right for you or your head center or a little bit over towards the right? Right, left. That's the left side. So over towards the left. You turn your head towards the left. What does that feel like in your body? Hey, Bear. Hey, hey, hey. I can hear Leah barking. She's outside the back door. I can hear her barking. I think Bear is barking to Leah. Nice. Walk your foot back to center. Squeeze both knees up towards your chest and just rock from side to side. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Rock your knees from side to side. And if you roll like there's a clock on the back of your pelvis. And then bring your feet to the floor and just pause. How do you let all this settle? How do you deepen your breath? Find the ground, connect in. Nice. So pause there, stay there. It's Sunday morning. Pause on the floor just for another moment or two. Nice, feeling into all that you are, all that is. Nice. Lovely. Sunday, I'm going to go down to the beach. I don't know if I'll have this thing in my chest a bit, so we'll see. But I'll be down there. I'll be down on the beach. So I'll see you all tomorrow morning. Some of you I'll see on the beach. And have a nice day. Lovely. Ciao, ciao.